Ah, okay, now it's working. Elk streaming but no video. There's video, right? Yeah, why did it take that long for you guys to go, like, no audio? Like, it took you guys how long? I've been streaming for 3 minutes. I've been streaming for 3 minutes. And you guys are just sitting in silence like, this is intentional. Thank you, Drag Queen in Space, by the way, for the tier 1. Yeah, anyway, me and my friends went to a club last night, and that's why I'm a little late to streaming today. So I'll probably just skip the daily games and go right into the deck reviews. The club was, that was not for me that night. I got like really, Elk, the mic is fucked. How? Is it using like the webcam mic? Oh wow, it is using my webcam mic. Why? Why is everything just breaking for no reason? It's echoey because it's using my webcam mic. Hello. Hi, Jared. Jared, the club sucked. It was not a good time. That night was like not like a white boy could not break it down that night. Went to the bar at the funny shot. Ah, I see. Yeah, no, I like that place a lot, but they got rid of the dartboard and then is the DJ still there, or is the webcam? Mike's still webcam? You're just lying. You are just lying. Fucking Christ. Properties. Is it fine now? It's not good and still. Ugh.
Why is it not picking up my stupid chud microphone? I'm seeing it. It's not in the properties anymore. There it is. I turned it off and on again. Hello. I should sound good. Awesome. Derplum, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you all for being very patient with me while I figure out what the fuck is wrong. Alright. Yeah, concerts are just so much better than clubs. It's unreal. Einmunter, thank you for getting us to level 2 on the scam train. I was wasted, Dragamore. Like, I was destroyed at that club. Super high, super drunk. Me and my friend still just sat in the corner and just yapped the entire time and then left. It was also a straight club. And guys, seeing strippers makes me feel sad. Seeing strippers just makes me sad. It wasn't like there wasn't like strippers on, like there wasn't like pole dancing or anything, but like if you got like the Don Julio like $500 shot package or something, 2 topless women would come and bring you bring you shots of Don Julio, talk to you for 3 minutes, and then leave. You know, like something that like Elon Musk would find like very cool. You know what I mean? Are there not strippers at gay clubs? I mean, I'd probably some. I feel like it's different though. I see like women strippers, I feel bad. Like, oh no. So Elk has double standards. I guess it's just like I it makes me feel sad. You're saying women can't be strippers? I'm just saying when I see a stripper who's female, I'm immediately like, does she actually want to be here? And the answer is probably no. She'd probably rather be at home. Run Quip. Thank you for the tier 1. Yeah. The bartender overcharged my friend, so we got like a free round or 2 of drinks, which was cool. The bartender was very nice. I think she had like the gaydar on and she could tell. Spanish clubs, I don't know. The music can be bad. I've heard a lot of really bad Spanish clubbing music. Like that night, the music was predominantly Spanish too. And it was not good music. There's like one song that was like, oh, okay. That sounds like music. But it's like, club music's just kind of bad. Streamer hates Spanish music? Yeah, it's like I'm like sitting in the club, it's really loud, and I'm like, I'm going deaf for this music? Ooh. Like bad, awful music. I tripped and fell and I scraped my knee. I haven't done that since like PE high school, dude. I was just so gone. I had a mule, vodka Red Bull, um, Long Island, and then we pre-gamed with 2 beers. And then and I was on a full edible. That was like 7 different objects I was on. Elk dink of choice. I like mules. Hang on, I'm gonna start doing the deck reviews, guys. That's why we're here. Okay, we have Sage Force. Dude, we have Corlash Heir to Blackblade. Holy fuck! Please tell me you're here. Please, oh please be here. This looks fun as fuck. Here. Okay, great. All right. We have Corlash, Heir to Blackblade. I will try to be present for the stream. Great news, you did it. Sage Force. The deck was made with the idea of what if I just put all swamp related cards into a deck. Initially started as bracket 2 Voltron deck, but proved to be too bad. Added some swamp with some cards just not being worth it. Now I'm looking to remind people that Cabal Coffers is a card that exists and that they should be running non-basic land hate, playing a controlling style until I can deploy the coffers with at least 5 swamps on the board to accelerate to 8 mana and deploying threats. There are a few other permanents that will boost my mana up to 8, but they've been flickering in and out of the deck. No real restriction. UB is fine. The mana base of 35 plus basic swamps. Staying if at all possible. I would like to include as many... Sorry, I have hiccups for some reason. I would like to include as many cards as possible that care about the number of swamps I control, or just mention swamps. Any cards with a high black devotion cost are welcome. I know there's a very silly 3-card plus commander combo that pulls every swamp out of your deck. This won't be that deck. I figured. The deck really feels hit or miss. Deck runs out of gas. The finishers on the deck feel like they need to be either better or have more of them. Okay. So let's duplicate this list. It's not Patreon. It's through Coffee. I should probably just like set up a bot one day to like post the Coffee regularly, but you can get a slot through Coffee, or if you watch for long enough, you can redeem a free deck review. It's 45,000 channel points, which takes a few months of active watching, but like if I'm just second monitor content for a few weeks, you'll get a free deck review basically. Yeah, speaking of. Speaking of. It's possible you can see it in chat right now. We'll get you done next here. Maxathon. Alright, but continue with Corlash here. I think the simplest thing we can do first is just playtest the deck a little bit and see what cards are lacking. And then we can kind of go from there. Draw. Swamp. World map. Next turn. Swamp. This is why I love Expedition map and not World map. But I imagine we run both. Swamp, go. Kill your thingy. Next turn. Swamp. 1, 2, 3. Get Cabal Coffers. It goes in your hand. Yeah, 4 mana goes on the top of your library. What a great card. 1, 2. I now am floating 3 black mana. 4. Dread Presence. Not my favorite card. Definitely better in Golgari decks than here, but... Next turn. Swamp. Yay! Draw a card, lose 1 life. 4. Parker Luck. Grim Tutor. No Burnished Heart? That makes me sad. This feels like a Burnished Heart deck, even though it's like, you know, very slow. You can get the poo-poo. Reveal off Parker Luck. You take 0 damage next turn. Okay, I am not in for the Regalia. I get like it's an effect like that, but I don't like that it's at 4. Surely Shard of the Void Dragon just sucks. That has Swamp Walk. We can keep it. Overseer of the Damned is very pre-con core. Yeah, I'm not very impressed with the Okay, here. Let's cut a card here. Probably Volatile Fault. I don't like that it doesn't replace itself with lands. And instead replaces it with a treasure token. Here is the gist of what I want to add. Which is Cottage. Now you can put things on top of your library from your graveyard, your creatures. You do that with an Archon of Cruelty. You flip it off of Parker Luck. That's funny. It feels like in like a land focused deck like this, we want to either be doing like Vine Lasher, Iridescent Vine Lasher. Whenever a land enters, it does 1 damage to target opponent. You can offspring it, and then additionally, you get Nixilis the Fallen in here, right? And then it's a little landfall-y. Even though you're not doing the Core Lash landfall thing, you're still able to like kill people with these cards in your lands. How do you play test control decks? Mostly just like play it by yourself and see how the curve feels and what interaction you're allowed to hold up in your curve. Ooh, it's Pestilence, but for snow swamps only, I see. Lash Ride? Yeah, Lash Ride's in here. Bloodghast. Bloodghast not good unless you have Sacrifice. It's a Sacrifice card, not a landfall card. That's the best way to put it. Okay, I do want Burnished Heart in here. Finally, a deck where I'm able to say Burnished Heart's actually not that bad for this deck. Genuinely not like that bad of a card for this one. What about Corrupt? Corrupt is a fine card. I would just always prefer an Exsanguinate, right? Exsanguinate always does 2 damage less than Corrupt, but it hits each opponent, and then you also gain like 1 trillion life. Like, that's the big mana payoff of choice for me. I know Corrupt can hit anything, but it's just 6 mana. That's like so tough. If we want to like maybe do a Corrupt game plan, I would want to put Veto in this deck. Maybe even make Veto the commander. Like if you're doing Corrupt stuff. I know it's Swamps Matter. It's just like also it's unplayable Swamps Matter. Which is not the like idea, I think, for this deck. What about the Regalia to get more swamps? I took out the Regalia. I find the Regalia to be kind of mid. I don't know. It's just like it's not like Scampering Surveyor or something like that. Yeah, I figured we're gonna keep Corlash as the commander. I'm not gonna cut him. I feel like we don't really care about Corlash that much, so maybe Imp's Mischief just isn't it. I also don't really like Eldrazi Conscription. Okay, so Amulet of Vigor is funny. Okay, so here's the idea. Veto, Enduring Tenacity, and these objects, Enduring Tenacity and Veto, turn your Corrupt into double the number of swamps in terms of damage. It turns, you know, this it like Exsanguinate after you ramp a bunch, it kills an opponent. Same thing with Consuming Corruption, whatever the instant's called. Yeah. Like turns this into it as well. I think you need an Urborg if you're gonna run the all swamps deck, by the way. I'm not generally a fan of Urza's Cave in this deck. It's like if you already draw the Cabal Coffers and then you draw Urza's Cave, you feel like a moron. Like legitimately, it's probably the worst thing on earth to feel. I also just don't really like War Room that much. I feel like to me, it's like Grim Servant can't go wrong. And Convoke Boy. Oh, Grim Servant's already in. Yeah, so you can do like Saw in half. and Hoarding. I always like adding this to black decks. It just makes it so funny. Hoarding Broodlord just works so well with Parker Luck. It's an 8-drop that doesn't really cost 8 mana. And then also you're able just to go get this, saw it in half, get Corrupt. Right? It feels good. I just like how that plays. It's what we want to do. We can also maybe artificially inflate the mana value of the deck. And we can do this with Troll of Khazad-dûm. Right, like Troll of Khazad-dûm is a swamp. So we can replace a swamp with it. It's just a swamp that costs 6 mana, though. Well, Saw in Half's also really beautiful in here, not just with the Hoarding Broodlord, but with the Enduring Tenacity. You'll have 3 Enduring Tenacities with the Saw in Half. So even if you don't want Hoarding Broodlord, which I recommend against not running it because it's good with Parker Luck and Keen Duelist. But like Saw in Halfing your Enduring Tenacity is ridiculous. Also, Witch's Cottage you can Troll of Khazad-dûm for. Like, this is your first, like, fetching thing. This is a swamp that you can fetch. All right. So, once again, on this focus of, like, artificially inflating the deck's mana value, I like the Beseech the Queen, how it's, like, 6 mana, actually. It's pretty funny. I think, though, if Snowbloods is Blood on the Snow worth using? Oh, Blood on the Snow is the one that reanimates, right? Yeah, destroy all creatures, destroy all planeswalkers, and then return. Yeah, I think it's fine. Probably Vampire Nighthawk out. Like, Carsey Revenant's just already doing that job better. Nighthawk Scavenger's already doing that job better. Oh, wait. Does Nighthawk scale to swamps? I don't think it does, actually. So that one's a little bit weird to me. It's just here. Like, you already have 2 big beaters here. Big beater here. It's good with, like, the Lashrai. That's, like, the one thing it does well. But you just have 2 other things in the deck already that care about swamps and do that. So what if instead of... Man, it's a tough choice. Because there's so many cards in here where I'm like, oh... Like, Scampering Surveyor, we took Urza's Cave out. I think I agree with that, like, cut. And then instead of that, we can run, like, I don't know, something like, what's the Undaunted card? Curtain's Call. It's a 3-mana card, or 4-mana card, but it's actually 6 mana for Parker Luck, right? Hello. All right, let's play test this now. Honestly, I think I would keep this. We just have so many lands in the deck. One, 2. We only make 2 mana here. Blackblade Reforged. 1, 2, 3 mana. Extra planar lens, exile, swamp. No covered swamp. So this is 3 mana. Parker Luck. 4 mana. Let's go Core Lash. It's just better mana value. End step. You take 2 damage. Demolition Field. Crack that open. It gets it untapped, right? Yeah, so we just played his tap swamp this turn, basically. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 black mana. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go beseech the queen. We still have 5 floating. We're able to get a 5-drop or less. How long do you plan on streaming? How long it takes us to get through all the decks? Typically, that's about 2 to 3 hours. I don't know. Somewhere in that range. So what to grab? Probably Enduring Tenacity. And step reveal Grim Servant to you. You take 4. So now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Grim Servant, get Saw in half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 2 black mana floating. Saw in half, Enduring Tenacity. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Withering Wisps. 1, 2. Or just 1. Because this rounds up. So this would be a 2 toughness creature, so we can't ping for more than 1. But this turn, you win. Because you just have huge Exsanguinate with 3 Enduring Tenacities in play. Grim Servant has been an underperformer. I think you're just ridiculous if you believe that. Grim Servant's very good. ETB Creature Tutor is just like so good with Saw in half. Yeah, it's 9 life, but you get like a bunch of life gain cards. Overperformer. I see. I love misreading chat. My favorite thing to do. All right, so the obvious answer to this deck is Grey Merchant of Asphodel. It's just the best life gain card in the world. Anyway, I did not like the Sepulchral Primordial. Sepulchral Primordial has this horrible habit of like, it's a giant threat you want to cheat out because it's 7 mana. And when you do, there's just dog shit. There's just nothing good. You know what I mean? I turbo ramp with Cabal Coffers. It's turn 5. I have 7 mana. I just do not... Oh, Cat Gator. Cat Gator is perfect for this deck. It's a corrupt on a creature that you can saw in half. I still need to get one of these for Iara. I just completely forgot about it. Herald of Lashak is an interesting idea. Lake of the Dead. I don't like Lake of the Dead, especially in a Cabal Coffers deck. Like we saw at that game where I like had to cast extra planar lens, and I went down a swamp, which is anti-synergy. Doing that every turn with Lake of the Dead is a little awkward, I think. Endless Atlas. It's slow. Scepter is like, I don't know. I don't think we need more ramp. I don't think that's our gate. Temporal Extortion's not really worth it generally, I feel. I'm trying to think about what else I would do to this deck. Let's just do O Swamp. Sort MV. I can type. Tendrils of Corruption. Black Virtue. Vorpal Sword, nah. Like, none of these feel like swamp cards, you know what I mean? It's just like have a bunch of mana cards. And with Vorpal Sword in particular, I think about it more as being a Death Touch equipment than being a head chopper offer. But like, you know, it's like a good for like an evasive deck. Like rogues would love a Vorpal Sword. Not this deck that cares about a lot of mana. There's a lot of really old cards that care about swamps. Whoa. Cyclopean Giant. Filth could be worth it. You can always do Cormus Bell BS, but that's bracket 4ing. Is Cryptghast in? Yeah, it's like one of the best swamp things. Let's do Filth. We have Urborg now. Becomes a little more real. So I would like more discard outlets for that. So like Bone Shards. Pointed Discussion. The Bitter Triumph. So discard outlet. The draw spell that also gives you a discard outlet. Grim Servant's a discard outlet now. With Bone Shards, you play Grim Servant, sack it to Bone Shards, kill something. Also discard, or you can discard a Big Idiot. Is there the black Earthbend card? Probably. There's probably a black card that Earthbends. Mid. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of either of those. Is Varragoth good enough? Varragoth just doesn't mention swamps. It feels a little, or like Devotion or anything. Like it feels a little slow. Mausoleum Secrets. That's the Undergrowth one, right? Am I stupid? Oh no, my friend just went 0-2 drop in an event. Yeah, it's Undergrowth. We don't have that many creatures. We have 25 creatures in this deck. Okay, I think the best card we added was Cat Gator. This feels like the most on theme. Yeah, Born Overlord's also pretty good. I generally just want to avoid Gary. It feels like it's the easiest thing to grab with the tutors in the deck. And if you're not a Gary kind of person, where the first draft of this didn't have Gary, I don't think you're going to be a Gary kind of person after the draft of adding all the life gain cards. So I think this is about good to go. I love Gary too. I think Gary's just like a beautiful card. I have an entire deck basically built around him. I will never get sick of killing Gary repeatedly. Like, love this deck. This is my mono black life gain deck. I recently put in Keen Duelist over Dark Confidant. Is Lethal Scheme anything? I just don't think this is a tokens deck. Like, I know we have Hoarding Broodlord, but I'm like, I think most games this is going to be a 5-drop to cast. Cunning Rhetoric. Cunning Rhetoric sucks. I don't like it when my opponents get a choice on whether or not they trigger my stupid thing. I would rather add the stupid card. Like, okay, I want to point something out. In Grixis Slop, Protection Racket is win-win. If you put the giant sorcery in my hand, I win. If you take 9 to deny me my giant sorcery, I win. Like, I'm happy with the least part of the skull crack here. Here, I don't know if that's the same case. Like, Troll of Khazad-dûm going into your hand, you probably have like 15 other lands in anyway. So I wouldn't add Protection Racket here. I wouldn't add Cunning Rhetoric here. I think this is good to go. I am fully confident in this deck's ability to win games. It still has a lot of things that say swamp on it. If it still feels a little weak, you can find a swap for Grey Merchant of Asphodel. Oh, Dauntless Scrapbot is a good suggestion. I can learn to appreciate some good Grave Hate that just comes with, like, incidental ramp. It reminds me a bit of Burnished Heart if it was slightly slower, but you get the Grave Hate on it, which is pretty nice. And we can consider it. If you have a Graveyard meta, it'd probably be worth finding a spot. But that one's good to go. All right. Thank you so much, Sage Force. All right, next up, we have a free deck review for Maxathon. It's Alesha who laughs and smiles. What's the idea here? Can I get a little blurb about what your Alesha deck's kind of all about? I mean, I'm getting some ideas by looking at it. There's a Sire of Insanity in here. There's a Turgid in here. Cursed Marauder. So I can get an inkling of what's going on. Evil late game. I figured. I struggled to get off the ground fast enough. That's your main issue. Okay. We can certainly help out with that. I think first and foremost, you probably want some amount of, like, Masked Meower. The other one, it's Insolent Neonate. So, am I an idiot? Neonate. Okay. So, Menace, sack it, discard a card, draw a card. Haste, discard a card, sack it, draw a card. Right? So we have two creatures with a Faithless Looting kind of thing going on. And the joke is that these are really good with normal Alesha. They are also very good with this Alesha. Because you go this turn 1, hit you, turn 2. Turn 3, you play Alesha, hit you with this again, sack it, discard Sire of Insanity. This comes back on the end step. Turn after that, animate dead the Sire of Insanity. Hit you with this, sack it. Comes back with Alesha. Bulls of Citadel makes sense in Alesha, and here's why. I originally played Lurrus as a companion or commander for a long time, like in the command zone Lurrus. I had a deck for, and the reason why in the command zone Lurrus loves Bulls of Citadel, and same thing here, is the curve is like decently low. Ideally, I think we can chop some stuff off the top end here. And a low curve deck loves Bulls the Citadel. For me, I think it's like these looting spells feel a little out of place. Like I just added 2 looting effects. And then I'm glad to see that we're avoiding Mill. It feels like Mill might be a little misguided for this kind of deck. Like, Ripples is a fine card, but I'm not generally a fan of, like, if we're doing necromancy effects or, like, whatever, that we're also milling to do that. Like, I would rather just be discard only. But, like I said, let's chop some stuff off the top end here. I think for me it's gonna be Grey Merchant of Asphodel. I don't really like it in a 2-color deck. I think it's like a mono black firmly kind of card. Shieldred's kind of fucking slow. I want to like the Rotten Mouth Viper. Voldaren Thrill Seeker might be a little too slow. I do get some decent devotion in this deck. I don't doubt that you're very great drains for like 6 some games. I'm just like, I just don't think it's the way to win with Alesha. Red. Discard a card. Ew. Dance Macabre. Draw a card. Doing with this. Add token. Treasure. Lol. Swing. Yay. Doughty. Draw a card. Roxa. I don't know. This just doesn't feel that good. Our Ardent Elementalist. Like, I appreciate the saw and half loops. Repeatable fling seems nice. What is our massive creature that we're repeatedly flinging with Thrill Seeker? How are we making a giant creature every turn and also bringing back the Thrill Seeker every turn? Elementalist with Dance Macabre is great. Yeah, so is Pinnacle Monk. Let's just keep the Pinnacle Monk. Elementalist does nothing unless you have the Saw in Half or you have the Dance Macabre. Pinnacle Monk is a land if you don't have either. Like, that's an instance where you have a one of. It's the same thought process as, like, why don't I run multiple Days Undoing in my modern deck? It's because it's a really bad card. Days Undoing is so bad unless Narset's in play. Yeah, I get why you have the Thrill Seeker. I get why these things are in the deck. I'm just saying that I don't think that they're good. Like, I'm not a fan of Taval's Judgment, mostly because of its place on the curve. Like, are we playing on turn 4 wasting a mana? Twilight Diviner's already in. And I like it in here. Yeah, I'm not saying cut Twilight Diviner. Twilight Diviner's funny in this deck. I kind of like it. For me, I think Alesha's happiest when you have a lot of 2-drops. I also wouldn't mind if you ran Flare of the Hatebound. That one. Right, so Undying, and then whenever this creature or another creature enters from the graveyard, it does damage equal to its power. So if you saw this in half, just saying, that kind of works out really well, doesn't it? Saw in half automatically does 10 damage with this creature. Or it'd be 15. Because you get 2 of the little shitters, and then the one with Undying would come back. Murderous Redcap, I don't like unless we're comboing. You need to be able to combo to run Murderous Redcap. Does this have a Leyline of Punishment? Why do we need Leyline of Punishment? Yeah, I think similar reasons, Bitter Triumph, Bone Shards. Mindclaw Shaman, it's funny. It is funny. Does this sort of deck want Entombs? Yeah. Entomb, Sire of Insanity, Reanimate it, win? That sounds really good. Probably Buried Alive. Buried Alive, Croxa. Sire of Insanity, Scornblade Berserker, or like a card advantage card. Explode the table, win. Seems pretty good. This is probably a Victimized deck. Victimized is already in. Brilliant. I don't really like Dolmen Gate. We're kind of like, think about this. We're attacking with Mass Meower. First strike. Like, this sacks itself before blockers. Like, there's not really a lot of things in this deck where I'm like, oh no. No, don't go into my graveyard. Attack you with Fear of Missing Out. No, don't block it. So I bring it back at the end of turn. No, I don't want to loot. Please don't let me rummage. Please don't. Like, no one's blocking your creatures because they come back. Stitcher Supplier isn't bad when running animate type, dead type stuff. It's bad when you have a lot of niche targets you want to hit and no small targets you want to hit. What I like about Stitcher Supplier in this deck is if you mill over any 2-drop here, it's great with Alesha. Speaking of 2-drops, I would like to get one more in. 2-drop or less. Probably going to be like Undead Butler. There's a density of small things we want to hit in this deck, so milling is fine. Like, that's the same reason why milling's very good in a lands deck. If you have a density of cards, but not specific cards you want milled, then you're pretty good with mill. This deck just has a mix of both, which is fine. We're running discard outlets in addition to the mill. We don't have a red source. I think that's going to be fine. Never mind. We're going to lose. I don't like Jet Medallion. Let's see. 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it doesn't reduce 14, 15, 16. Okay, no, Jet Medallion's actually pretty decent here. This deck's just mostly black. I don't like the Soul Stone. Citadel makes sense. Necrogoyf? You're never going to guess what's in the deck. Oh no, Baragorf's in. Necrogoyf isn't. I still don't like Necrogoyf. Or I'm thinking of Nethergoyf. I still don't like Necrogoyf. Yeah, sneak attack in the deck is weird. I don't know if I really like sneak attack in here. Nethergoyf. I still don't. Nethergoyf is not a good commander card. Nethergoyf is good in exactly like Disa the Restless. Like, I run every Goyf. That's the only deck you ever run it in, I feel. Tortured Existence Chainer. I guess. It's just like, yeah, Chainer's okay. I just don't know how to feel about it. Because, like, 4 mana, and then I get a 4-drop back from my graveyard. I'm overextending into a board wipe or something. It's just like, it feels vulnerable. Why not Meek Attack? Now we're asking the good questions. Meek Attack doesn't have any good upper zone. Umbral Color Zealot is cute. Yeah, let's do it. I like the concept. Just like, if they're not blocking your Fear of Missing Out, just sack it. Also mill 1. Okay. Soul Immolation. Let's read what that card does. That, like, sack a creature does damage. Oh, okay. It's okay. I just don't know if we have big monsters, actually. I'm gonna do 4 damage to all you and your creatures. Like, that's called Mizium Mortars. Alesha gets big. Over the course of like 5 million years, maybe, Alesha gets big. And at that point, why wouldn't you just run Chandra's? Am I stupid? Streamer, this isn't one-sided. Yeah, I know, but then you swing Alesha, reanimate something. Dance with Calamity is funny, but I think Sire of Insanity is just so broken. I don't need to blight Alesha specifically. True. Still, I feel like Alesha's a premium removal target, and then you're literally set back 6 turns of like not being able to use like a Chandra's Ignition style effect. I can blight the thing I want to reanimate. Yeah, sure. For like 7 trillion mana. Just not a fan. You need a giant creature in play, and then you get to do this. Which is just like, I'm not a fan. Is Cynical Loner too slow? No. I think in fact it's very good. I'm going to paint you guys a picture. It's turn 3. Cynical Loner is not summoning sick. I am going to be attacking you with my Cynical Loner. It is turn 3. Your highest thing is like a 3/3 in play. Do you block my Cynical Loner? With your 3/3 that you played on turn 3. Yes, I do. Okay, great. I play land drop, Alesha, bring back the Cynical Loner on my end step. I attack this turn. You did it. You didn't block it? Great. I will Entomb Accursed Marauder. Your creature dies anyway when I play Alesha. Like, it's a removal spell every turn. Like a pinger for 3. You ping their worst creature for 3 damage every turn. And sometimes you just Malakir Rebirth it and like turbo win. Okay, what the fuck are we doing with Cabal Coffers in our caps at 6 curve deck? Draw. Black. Alright, let's go black off Fabled Passage. Swamp, Douthie. Next turn. Alesha, deflecting swat your spell. Swing. Or attack with Alesha. Yay, counter. Cast your thing off my Douthie. Douthie comes back on the end step. I don't know, maybe play like Rev here. Think. Douthie, hit you. Exile the top card of your thingy, make a treasure, win. I don't know. It doesn't feel that much like a Saboteur deck, but I guess I understand why you're running the make everything Ragavan card. I think generally speaking, a deck that wants Rev in it also wants Gonti Knight Minister, also wants like the one enchantment that just kills target player if you have enough creatures that swing at them. Not Grim Hireling. Grim Hireling is a good card, but for sure in that same kind of archetype. I was thinking more of a Grievous Wound. But maybe not. Maybe not. I'm so mad that card isn't a curse, by the way. It should have been. Maha does kind of just feel here. I guess you have Maha Massacre Worm. That's kind of cute. Oh, we don't have Raucous Theater? We do have Raucous Theater. I just can't spell. Faithless Looting. So many fetch lands. 1, 2, 3. Alesha, exile your thing. Swing with Alesha, get a counter. And then at the beginning of each end, oh, this doesn't work. There's an intervening if, right? This doesn't trigger. Am I dumb? A card did not leave our graveyard this turn, so this just doesn't trigger, right? Or does it trigger every single time and then checks to see if a card left your graveyard? Or does this not work because these are both end step? The if ruins it. Okay. Doesn't trigger. I don't think it works. Okay, good. Well, that's a free cut then. So, like, maybe we're in for, like, a Will of the Abzan. Why Nykthos? Yeah. I think I agree. That should probably just be, like, a Bogart Trawler or something. Anyway, Will the Abzan's already in. I'm blind. My fault. Would Haragast work well? No. No, it wouldn't work well. I don't think Haragast is for this deck. Our biggest thing to sack to it is, like, it's just not that good. I hate to say. Maybe this is just like a Living Death deck. We have Bogart Trawler already. We don't have Bazooka Bog, but now we do. That's a good way to break parity. So, like, Living Death, fill up your graveyard. And then this is a board clear to replace the one that we cut earlier. Mizzy Mortar is also kind of a board clear. Is there a Doom Whisperer? No, but it would be really funny. Like, maybe instead of, like, living the Maha Massacre Worm Dream, you run a Doom Whisperer. Would not keep this hand. Black only. Nah. Okay, this is keepable. We'll put Inti's one of your best cards ever. Put Gardevoir on the bottom. Draw. Command Tower, Stitcher Spire, 1, 2, 3. Next turn. This is why I hate Mill. Like, generally speaking. Stitcher Supplier is good in this deck, but the fact that you're able to whiff this hard, whereas a discard here, like, watch this. Crack Scalding Tarn. Get Blood Crypt. 1, 2. Inti. I just entombed and drew a card. Alesha, swing my Stitcher Supplier at you. Do you block? Probably not. Oh, this would have the discard would happen now of the Sire. And then second main phase, you play Sulphur Springs and then Alesha. That's optimal sequencing. There's Cynical Loner. But, like, see how good Living Death would be here? Like, the Living Death top deck would be kind of bad because we need a land. But like, generally speaking, like being able to go sack, or it's another creature, like, right, and then surveil that many times, and then like it's just so much better than the blight card for the synergy of this deck. We have Volrath Stronghold, but we're not running Metamorphosis Fanatic. There's a creature version of Living Death that would be better here, right? You mean the 8 mana card? No. It would not be better. You can't reanimate it either. The Cultist background thing for 1 mana. That would be pretty good. Cultist of the Absolute. Because it's based on Alesha's power, so just giving her +3/+3 all the time. Oh, I sacked a creature. Oh no! Swings with Alesha, kills you. No, don't put a creature in my graveyard. That would suck. I would hate to put the creature there. I don't know, seems pretty good. Doomweaver. Doomweaver is so expensive. It's 6 mana. Ugh. Gross. I don't pay 6 mana for a card. I would never pay 6 mana for a card. Couldn't catch me dead tapping 6 lands for one thing. Bolsa Citadel is an exception. Bolsa Citadel is negative mana. We can agree on this, right, chat? Bolsa Citadel costs like negative 14 mana if you play it right. The red impending guy? I don't like the red impending guy. We need Arena of Glory, don't we? Fucking, sorry, Drownyard Temple? We're doing better things with our mana than that. I just realized Arena of Glory is needed in this deck. It's great with Alesha. It's great with Flare. And it's good with Croxa. And it's good with Rottenmouth Viper. It's good with a lot of the things in the deck that have attack triggers and stuff. When this creature enters or attacks, you kill your opponent. Like, I want that thing to have haste. Let's say trim. Facebreaker makes sense. Ooh, yeah, Goblin Bombardment's a great addition. Very good card. Okay, so we have 2 cuts we need to make. It's probably gonna be like Afterlife from the Loam. We added like a few ways to reanimate already. I do like these for like delirium purposes, like having a nice little spread of enchantments and artifacts. Makes our fear of missing out more likely to trigger. I'm not gonna be cutting Necromancy or something, which is like the next worst reanimate. Ooh, I do like Olivia. Olivia is very interesting for this deck. If Olivia was like a 2-mana 2/2 flyer that let you do this, it would be fucking incredible. 2-mana 1/1 even. I would like to build this Olivia, I think. Like, this is a very fun commander. Imagine going like Olivia, discard a reanimation target, reanimate, Oh, that creature entered. I discard a card, give it haste. Oh, the thing I discarded has madness. Here we go. Madness the creature, and oh great, I get to discard another card. Discard a different madness thing and then cast like, whatever. Like, I think this is like really fun. Enduring Courage fits the Delirium. I know, it's just like a haste enabler that comes down after our commander. That's a little awkward. Yeah, I might try to build Olivia one day because I hate to say it, but I think Judith is gonna die soon. I think Judith, it's less of like an issue with the deck and more just like I've had my fun with it. I've gotten my fill of Death Touch Pingers. If you wanted to build a Death Touch Pingers deck, I would point you to this deck every single time. It's just like I am done with Death Touch Pinging personally. So Judith might be going. She's not that linear. She's just an Aristocrats deck. I'm kind of past my Aristocrats lifestyle. Why not build Everett? Because Everett's art is fucking disgusting. I don't like looking at this card. I look at this art and I'm like, fuck. I wish it was good. I had someone go like, stupid fucking, whatever, like fucking Westerner. You don't want Japanese people to get work, do you? Because I'm like, I don't really like anime art that much. And I'm like, you do realize that like Japanese people don't have to only draw on anime. Like they can draw on different styles. You don't want Japanese people to get work, do you? Why do you hate Japan, Elk? What's wrong with you? It's like, I know, I just don't like the art style. This is what Japanese people look like. I love Twitter for that exact reason. You'll say something completely benign, and it's going to piss one person off. One person's going to get unreasonably upset at you for what you just said, and read in the worst possible way. Woke 1.0, exactly. Woke is back, and it's dark this time. All right. I'm going to say let's just get rid of Shieldred. I think Shieldred's just too expensive. What's your favorite anime, Mr. Elk? Oh, what's your favorite anime? I think it's probably Dungeon Meshi. The SL Olivia art is great. I think you are crazy. You're just incorrect. This is coming from someone who loves Livia Prima. Like, loves Livia Prima. She has giraffe neck. Is this neck, like, not super long? Keep in mind, keep it going. I love Livia Prima. She drew one of my favorite cards. Safara. This is Livia Prima. And this art's awesome. Like, Livia can draw really well. You know who really has, giraffe neck? This is a commander I own, chat. Not like this version of it, but this version of Cormella is awful. Wait, didn't you ban art talk? No, what? I banned AI art speculation. That's not allowed in my Discord. You're allowed to shit on art as hard as possible. You just have to give real criticism and not just go like, guys, is this AI slop? Guys. Guys, is this AI art? Why is her shadow a wolf? Dude, this might be AI. She doesn't look like that at all. Did you guys see that fucking that post on the Magic the Circle jerking? Someone on the Magic the Gathering like Reddit thread apparently. How I heard about this was Trinket Mage posted it in the Discord group chat. By the way, I don't go on Reddit. Someone in the Magic the Gathering TCG thread was like, "Dude, this April O'Neil art, this is AI. April O'Neil, hacktivist." Dude, why is her... Dude, this is obviously AI. Look, her shadow. Why is it wearing glasses? Why is it like a short-haired man? Dude, this might be AI. Someone legitimately posted that non-satire on the subreddit. And then someone posted on Magic the Circle jerking based on that post. Dude, this might be AI. The shadow doesn't look like her. Weren't they rage baiting? They deleted their post, which is what leads me to believe it's real. Like, the post is gone. This thread was deleted by its user. I just think it's an idiot. Thoughts on the faithless looting that everyone lost their mind over? Look at this and tell me the faithless looting is bad art. You are allowed not to like it. It's definitely not a mistake, though. It was intentionally looking like that. It succeeded in what it was doing. And for that, I appreciate it. It didn't fail in what it was doing. It was provoking. I like this art. It's a bonus sheet art card. Like, you cannot be mad about this. Legitimately. I do not understand it at all. Look at this art. This art failed in trying to communicate what it is. Like, this is a failure. This art is bad objectively. This art has something to it. And if it's not your style, that's fine. But it's not, like, it didn't fail in what it's achieving. Sorry, we're so off topic from the free deck review. I think it's good to go now, though. Sorry, I have an art degree. Can you tell? Thank you so much for sticking around long enough to get a free deck review, by the way. What were we doing? Exactly. Oh god, you have an art degree too? My condolences. Yeah, studio art. With a focus in portraiture. Yeah, like I did photography, sculpting, 3D design, and painting. My mom was like, "You're gonna get a degree." I'm like, "Well, I don't really have aspirations for like any like job that would require like a major degree." Elk, is it 40 for a deck review? Yes, it is. Through the coffee. If you want to get a cube reviewed, that's 50. But yes, it's 40 for a deck review, or 45,000 if you sit around long enough. That's in channel points, not United States dollars. The 40's in United States dollars. But anyway, that was the free deck review. Let's get it moving here. Smog, you will be present. Are you here? I'm having a blast today. Oh, speaking of fucking Everett, by the way. Speaking of the devil and she shall appear. What do we get for $45,000 in money? Dude, what do you want? Do we Do we not have Smog here, by the way? Okay, Smog, you are in here. Great. Smog the Impaler. Good name for vampire deck. Mono Black Oh, I just noticed right now it is Mono Black. That's cool. Mono Black Voltron with Evereth. The game is to get fodder and protection ready by turn 3 or 4. 3-4. So Evereth can grow and start swinging. The goal is 21 plus power on Evereth by turn 6. This is my most played deck. No card restrictions in design. I'm avoiding Aristocrats pieces. It's not how I want to win. I want to increase the deck's consistency and speed. A few cards can cause the deck to go turbo. All that. Okay, so yeah, I'm generally down to just say I generally just don't like anime art on most cards. There's some cards that really wear the anime art well though. I'm thinking of type vampire, type soldier, ID black. What is the name of the card? Oh, life. Is it not a soldier? Am I an idiot? Mana value equals 2. Here, Oath Sword. It's a knight. It's a knight. This card is really fun. And it's a card where I prefer the anime art version. This is an anime art where I'm like, damn, that looks good. Like, I'm like, oh yeah. This is the anime art where I'm like, This is like Castlevania. Big fan, enjoying this. Super in love. Yeah, like, I like the Castlevania style of this art. And then this is just like this kind of art. I don't know. What I like about this is it feels like textured like a magic art card. You know, like I can see the rosettes on it. It's just kind of like there. This feels like a proxy to me. You like the Kojima art for Soren? Probably. I just typed Kojima into the search bar. Yeah, I like this one a lot. This is just straight out of Castlevania, legitimately. Can I have the list for Alessia? Of course, yeah. I'm a fool. Sorry, I didn't link it to you earlier. All right, hang on. We have a deck review. We have a deck. Stop. Halt the train. We're talking about a deck. Too much yapping. Too much yapping. Okay, 36 lands is a war crime. Silent Arbiter is a war crime. We're killing people on turn 3. We all gotta worry about the Silent Arbiter. It's okay. So I imagine we're doing some amount of treasure stuff. Yeah, there's Pitiless Plunder. There's Grim Hireling. So a lot of treasure. Elk art video win. There was a time early on in my channel when I thought about doing talking about like the techniques used in magic art for each set and like why a set would feel good versus bad, but I just feel like people wouldn't watch that video. I don't think people would watch that video. And I'm also just like not as like romantic languagely inclined as like someone like heuristic studies, which is what I feel like the tone you need. I'm very crass. It's very hard for me to have like a very straight tone. I'd watch it, TBH. I know you would watch it. You're here at the stream, you know, like all of you guys would watch the Elk art breakdown video where I like break down a set's art and what makes a plane feel like a plane and everything. Elk the review. You're right. So how do we feel about Agatha's Soul Cauldron? Like whenever I see anything that can get this many plus and plus counters, I'm immediately like, Yo. Yo, how do we break this? Like, funnily. It's in the considering. Like, I want to kind of do something with that. Crawl space. Like, I think these are just, like, not good cards. Let them kill you. It's okay. If you die because crawl space, like, was it in play, then you should be losing that game regardless, I think. I think your deck's fast enough where it's like, I don't like these Kerbos somatic stuff. Like, let's just keep the prize statue because it makes treasure, and that's in specific very good. What the hell did I just do? I think I misclicked something. Blade of the Blood Chief. I like Blade of the Blood Chief. Let's not cut that. Hyperblade. I do not like that one. Hyperblade's awful. What the fuck? 1 mana plus 3. Like, a Cultist of the Absolute's better than this. Anyway. Yeah, Braids would be pretty decent. Okay. Huh? What's happening here? Can I get an explanation for this one? I'm legitimately confused. I want to draw cards. Yeah, but like, why aren't you like on Village Rights then? What makes that card better than Village Rights? And I don't even think Village Rights is good in this deck. I'm not doing this to like dunk on you, by the way. Is there like a thing that I'm missing with the +1/-1 card? I can occasionally pop something for 1 damage. Yeah, but like, does that beat like sacking Evereth when she's huge in a one shot? I just think it doesn't come up. Yeah, this allows you to sack Evereth, not the other card. I like Foggy Swamp Visions. Yeah, I think that's just the truth of the fact of the matter. I just like this card. I do think, like the last one, I'm gonna keep Mandate of Abaddon too. Let's run Living Death. Like, this is just a good Living Death deck. And I think we need to run more creatures to make this work. But we can do it in a way that isn't just like full aristocrats. What do we think? Is this something? Yeah, like you can just swap life totals the first time too, and just be like, yo, I have a 13/13 flyer. You're dead. You need to get her power to like 40, right? Huh? My thought is that you Agatha's this onto Evereth early, or like some random idiot, and then you just like make their life total 2 with the fucking Bloodghast. That's the idea. If you Agatha Soul Cauldron this onto Bloodghast, then you explode them. Like, it's funny. commander damage with her No. We're saying, let's say you had a 21 power Evereth. You swing it at someone, they die. You then swap opponent number 2's life total with Tree of Perdition, and then you sack Evereth, kill them too. I don't know. Just a thought. I don't know if I like animation module. Let's look at more cards that say treasure. Minus color red. Academy Manufacturer would be pretty decent in this deck, wouldn't it? Hate to say it, but it's true. Gonti wouldn't be the worst card. I just don't like animation module. I think it's too slow. I like Noble's Purse. I'll probably stick that in. All right. We need some more lands. Do we have a budget here? No card restrictions. Okay. All right, let's play test this. Draw. Swamp. Next turn. Urza Saga. Next turn. Swamp. 1, 2, 3. We could have Obsessive Pursuited. Turn 2. Evereth. Next turn. Tap Urza Saga. Sack it. Soul Ring. We don't have Soul Ring. So I do just want to say, I think if you run Urza Saga, if you're not going to run Soul Ring, at least run Springleaf Drum. Just being able to go, like, I trade my mana source for a mana source and I don't go down a mana this turn is really useful. And I think maybe out Swiftfoot Boots. Play to the Blood Chief. Next turn. Swamp. Obsessive Pursuit. Next turn. Oh, we get a clue. Jet Medallion. Dismember your thing. It's like Snuff Out. Next turn. Okay, I keep in mind I added lands to this deck. Blue. 1, 2. Draw a card. Inkmoth Nexus. Pay 1. Make it into a creature. Oh, it can't. It's not at beginning combat like Profs. If you are sacking Evereth, do we not want the Ozolith? What do you mean? The Ozolith is broken if you sack Evereth. What? Does the commander damage trigger work with lifelink? Yes, it does. Lifelink goes back in time and looks at the creature that died. What's the name of that one card? The Eldrazi Spawn Maker at 3 mana. Pawn of Ulamog. Even in a non, aristocrats kind of list, this card's pretty good. You can have, a huge Living Death turn with it or something. Probably Astarion's Thirst. It has to do with the +1/+1 counter theme of the deck, but... Okay, here. I don't like Dreadhorde Invasion. Okay, we freed up some slots. Let's, creature... counter. You control. Arch Enemy Storm's pretty good. Gains lifelink, but you already have lifelink. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. There just has to be good +1/+1 counter synergy here. Whenever a creature you control with a counter on it hits someone, they die. Like something like that. Una's Blackguard. Whenever a creature you control deals damage to a player, that player discards a card. During your turn, you may cast creature spells from among cards you owned exiled with this creature by removing 3 counters from among creatures you control in addition to paying their other costs. Like, that doesn't sound, bad. Emperor Bones is pretty nice. Whenever a knight it's a soldier. This is so close to being fucking awesome. It should say whenever a knight or vampire you control. Imagine you get a blood token every time your commander hits. Oh, if only. This card's just really good, by the way. If Baragwayf didn't exist, I think this would be the premier 3-drop in, Legacy. Black Stompy 3-drop. I think Fane would be okay, but he's a little slow. For what this deck is trying to do, which is just, turbo beat down, kill you. Put 2 counters against lifelink, but, she already has lifelink most of the time. Is this title just for every deck review stream now? I think so. It pulls in, a good amount of viewership. It's funny. The fact that someone legitimately called me that is insane. And I think it's going to just be immortalized on this stream forever. Does Lolth fit in this deck? No, not really. We're Voltron. How do I get my deck reviewed? So watch for long enough, you get one for free. Otherwise, it is through the coffee here. Did I not refresh the slots? Why does it say it's sold out? You have 6 new tips 15 minutes ago? Sunday deck review, Sunday deck review, Sunday deck review, Sunday deck review. We just sold out already? We sold out in 15 minutes. What the fuck? That has never happened. I don't think it's ever been that fast. You should make extra coffee. That's work. That's work. Making a command. Ugh, I don't want to work. Gross. God, Kalane would be so good in this deck. It's fucking unreal. But sadly, that's a Rakdos card. I love Kalane. It's sad that the only thing you can kind of do with her is I'm gonna make a huge Marionette Master. Die. It's also like Rakdos Treasure's just like, it's so boring. I wish Rakdos Treasure was more interesting. Is Necropolis Regent something? That sounds kind of fun. Would you rather work more now or work more later? Work more later. I think I like Necropolis Regent. It's kind of fun to have like a 12-12 Evereth. You swing it. Necropolis Regent goes, haha. Lol. And then the 24-24 now. Okay. I think this is about good to go. Maybe instead of like Scarab Swarm, like it's a fine card in this deck, I guess. Sort of WAP, it might be a little too slow. Whisper Silk might be a little too close, or slow rather. Instead, just do Unearth. Maybe Chthonian Nightmare, actually. And then one more. I want a creature with like an activated ability. That's annoying. Douthie Voidwalker. Put that on your Agatha Soul Cauldron. By Master's Vault's already in. Okay, I think this is good to go. We'll give it one more spin, see how we feel. Maybe run into like an issue or something. Draw. Swamp. Next turn. Swamp. Bloodghast. Let's do Marvin. And the reason why we go Ink Moth Nexus, activate Ink Moth Nexus, activate Ink Moth Nexus. Marvin is now a 1/1 Blink Moth artifact creature with flying and infect until end of turn. Hit you. I just don't feel good playing Evereth until like I know she's safe. If we tap not like an idiot here, we could play Bloodghast. Okay, Urza Saga. 1, 2, 3. Evereth. Morbid Opportunist. Like, this is an instance where, like, you wouldn't want to go down a mana from Urza Saga. So, like, getting Springleaf Drum here would feel pretty good. Oh, God. Reaver Cleaver would be so good. I think this is about good to go. Yeah, I like the more +1/+1 counter synergy, more creature count. Agatha Soul Cauldron with some Tree of Perdition bullshit. That's funny to me. That gets me going. I would love a Hatred in it. It would be really funny to have a Hatred in this deck. It's the one red card. You just can't cast it. Kaifu Audio. That makes a lot more sense when you take a second to read it. Thank you. Ugh. Hatred is black though. Oh, I thought you meant anger. I don't know why. I thought you meant anger. I'm stupid. Hatred is black. Yes, chat. Yep. Yep, you guys are right. I think the one thing maybe this deck could use is like Buried Alive. Like, it'd be kind of nice to put stuff in the graveyard for the living death and stuff. Yeah, that's what I was inferring, Royce. Like, it's the one red card, and you don't cast it, you just discard it. Okay, Deviant Fiend is up next. With Camise. Do we have Deviant Fiend here? I am here. Okay, great. I have a hyper budget Esper Reanimator deck that I'm struggling to get down. Oh my goodness. I have a hyper budget Esper Reanimator deck that I'm struggling to get down to the $30 price point without removing Ephemerate. Outside of that, I'm just looking for some general assistance. The deck is trying to quickly loot its way into any method to put Magister Sphinx into the graveyard, then flicker it with Ephemerate Archaeomancer Loop to kill everyone with small creatures made unblockable with Camise. Thank you in advance. I see. So here's what I would do. Sort by price. Is this the least expensive version of Ephemerate? The foil, like I can see that being the case. Muddle, sure. Emmett Selk is just mid. Emmett Selk's a very easy way to get your price point down. Maybe Karmic Guide. No, Karmic Guide's cool because it's an ETB. Just tough to use sometimes. It doesn't work well with Ephemerate, I think. It just has to be Muddle, right? Like, I don't like cutting Muddle, to be clear. Then it's like Generous Gift. Ghostly Flicker. So, here's my idea. Instead of Ephemerate, like I agree, Ephemerate's really good. Instead of Ephemerate, what if we did Ghostly Flicker? It just frees up so much budget. Hide on the ceiling. Flicker your whole board, Archaeomancer gets it back. Best part about this, you can get it with Micromancer. Just like an Ephemerate. If no Ephemerate, I can live. I think cutting the Ephemerate and then you just get Hide on the ceiling, and then it's less like looping the same thing over and over again and a lot more like board-wide flickering. It just sucks we can't get 3 steps ahead. Right? Like, this is such a fun 1-drop to have in your Archaeomancer. Or your Micromancer, rather. This would be such a good card to have in your Micromancer, too. This one's free. How expensive is Ephemerate? It's $4 for the cheapest version. He's playing Pauper. What else is there? There's a Displace. That's the other one. Flicker 2 creatures you control. Mana value equals... do you have Bone Shards already? Very good. We need like more reanimation, I think it is. That's going to be like our bottleneck here. So like Victimize is already in. What are some other like really high quality but cheap reanimates? It's like Phyrexian Delver. Where did Phyrexian Delver go? There it is. I'm blind. So yeah, maybe Karmic Guide's better now. And one more card. So this Tuesday decks are sold out. They sold out instant. Yeah, Tuesday sold out, Sunday sold out. What I recommend you do is maybe join the Discord. It's just Elk in Discord. And if you want to get a deck review, like guaranteed, just wait for me to go live and then pow, you'll get a ping. Everyone smiles. Is Sun Titan 2 have a mana cost? I think so. Especially since we're not running Animate Dead. That's the one funny thing with Sun Titan, is you can bring back any permanent, including auras. So you can bring back Animate Dead, right? And then you reanimate something off your Sun Titan. That feels pretty good. Here, that's just, we can't afford Animate Dead. Unburial Rights is cheap from what I remember. Yeah, let's do Unburial. What's the name of the Archpriest of Shadows? The backup card. Death Touch, when it does damage, so you put it on the double striker that Camille makes, and then you reanimate 2 things. Isn't there a Victimize with Bargain? No. That returns 1 to hand, 1 to battlefield with mana value 4 or less. It's not like a true Victimize. That's really good in this deck. Probably like Cryptologist. Feels a little slow. Stitch Together too hard to cast? No, I'm just worried about how many creature cards we'll have in our graveyard. Rid of Return. Rid of Return would be good. Same reason as the backup card. Cast it, hit them with the creature, with double strike, get 3 things back. Remove the shitty hex. Final Farting gets... Ooh. I do like the Final Parting idea. And it is very cheap. We need to make $1 of room, though. Maybe it's Rid of Return back out. 30.68. Oh, it's too expensive here. That's heartbreaking. Or maybe we do this. And then we can run Archpriest of Shadows. And we can't afford this one. Unless we make 24 cents of room. We need kind of 40-cent or better card. So I guess it's Phyrexian Delver. And then like a really cheap card like Thraben Charm. That card's still really cheap, right? 34 cents. Surely we're okay with 30.07. Or are we like 7 cents is too much? Kind of a zone. In which case, like go for the throat. No, that's too expensive. Wow. Heartless Act. 5 cents over. 7 cents is fine. Okay, great. I would keep this hand. Draw. Island. Next turn. Orzhov Basilica. Bounce this to hand. Oh no, I have to discard. Corpse Connoisseur. Next turn. Island. Pass. 1, 2. Malcolm. Next turn. Plains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Camise. Dink. Can't be blocked this turn. It connives. Let's discard Tomebound Lich. Get a +1/+1 counter. And then we get a chorus counter when we hit them. Which means we draw discard again. Then next turn, Conduit Pylons. Surveil 1. Ooh, my god, keep that on top. Yeah, let's just move straight to combat. Swing with Malcolm. Does damage to you. Or, well, first things first. Double strike. This connive. So draw. Discard Hydroelectric Specimen, counter. And then Quartz counter time. Draw. Discard Ice Tunnel. Okay, so you go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Buried Alive. Buried Alive gets... Goodbye, Helios. Yeah, you like the art of Getaway Glamour? Look who drew it. Good old Forrest Amell, baby, on the Getaway Glamour. It's so cool. So let's do Archpriest of Shadows, Magister Sphinx. Priest of Fellrights. All right. Next turn. So here you go. 1, 2, 3. Victimize, sack Malcolm. Get back no, it's Sekhmes. Get back Malcolm, or no, get back Archpriest of Shadows plus Magister Sphinx. That's the method. Okay, great. That's 3 mana right there. Now we go 1, 2, 3, Frantic Search. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards, untap 1, 2, 3 lands. 1, 2, 3 lands. We only have 1 blue unless we filter. So anyway, someone's at 5 life. This has a counter on it or 10 life. This has a counter on it because of Archpriest of Shadows. We swing. Archpriest of Shadows trigger when Malcolm deals combat damage to a player. Bring back Kamiz. Draw, discard. We now have flickering and removal up. Like, we are able to protect the Magister Sphinx with Ghostly Flicker. Put this on anything to protect it. And then next turn, you go filter for blue. Blue 1, 2. Archaeomancer, bring back Ghostly Flicker. And then now you can start like ephemerating or flickering, Ghostly Flicker, Magister Sphinx, whatever, you know? I think we've done it. I think we've cracked the code. I'm not sure if I can do much else to make this deck better at its current budget. Or like, you know, cheaper than it currently is. Like, Doc Ock's henchmen suck, but like, what would I replace it with? Like Shellhoff and Tumor? Shoreline Looter? Like, Bogart Troller is probably not worth it for $1. Hydroelectric is probably not even worth it, actually. Oh, we have so many lands. We don't even worry about all this. I didn't really like the Conduit Pylons. Like Ash Baron should probably be in this deck. Over like an island. There's a 2-mana ETB Connive common. Yeah, the white one, but I think instead I'd rather like just have looters that attack people because you can give them double strike. And then that's pretty good. On combat damage, looters are better because double strike. Combat damage, discard, draw. Sort. MB. Like, Jeskai Elder isn't unblockable, though. Oh, Psychic Frog would be so good. Great. Skulk. Whenever you discard a creature spell. Oh, great news. We love doing that. There must be a way, like a different giant drop that we could put in this deck. That's like Magister Sphinx par. That connives and bounces a spell. Yeah, there is one. I don't know if that's good though. And I imagine you mean Shoreline Looter when you mean Bloomborough Threshold guy. Theocane is a good song. I don't know if I'd call it my theme music. Like, it comes up from time to time because it's in the playlists. It's really funny that that's like the first thing you hear every single time. Okay. Sort. Mana value. Mana value equal to or greater than 7. ID equals Orzhov. Oh, like Ashen Rider would be pretty good. Mr. Negative's $1. That gives us 40 cents to play with, basically. It sucks that it's Mr. Negative. It's there needs to be something better. But fuck, he's good. That makes me so mad. Necropolis region is a good budget thing that works well. So ESD. Wait, am I an idiot? No, I'm smart. I did this the right way. Chromium. Giant beater that hits you, and I like Ashen Rider to an extent. It's just better in like 1v1 so hard. It's crazy. And it's just a 5/5. You know what I mean? I'm trying to look for something that would like kill your shit harder than a 5/5. But I'm not sure what that looks like. Bringer? No, Bringer's like kind of mid. Plus, we're looking for reanimation targets, which Bringer does not work like at all. They have been restocked for this week. We just sold out so fast, anime. Drog Skull draws a ton of cards. I do like Dreadface Demon. Dreadface Demon's funny. I don't think it's that good, but funny. To love you the ways that I've let go. Arden. Maybe it's just Arden. reanimate Arden and then just start buying little shitters back, but they're 5/5s this time, like all your evasive little looters. Yeah, let's do Arden. Arden feels correct. Right, because we have all these cheap little evasive shits. And just being able to go, now they're 5/5s, and they have lifelink and haste. Like, that feels pretty good. I don't want to do a combo. It feels like it's taking away from the deck's grindy nature that wants to be done. Maybe my last recommendation is Duelist Heritage. Although we already have Double Strike enabling in the command zone. Maybe we just don't worry about it. What do you think, chat? Because this enables double striking on creatures smaller than the first creature that swings. But Duelist Heritage is just like all the time. It can be the creature that you give unblockable. Like, there's reasons to include it, but I can also hear like arguments against it. And plus, it's like a cheap card, right? Yeah, it's like 59 cents. What's like a 2-cent card we could add? Is Sarah's Emissary in here? That's way too expensive. Delhoff is like totally fine. Also like really mid. Shoot the Sheriff. No. Let's put I thought we were at 29.97. Diluvian Primordial. It's okay. I don't like it. If it hit your own graveyard Diluvian, I think it would be a much better card. Because then you could at least guarantee there's like a saw and half in there or something. But it's for each opponent, which is like kind of sad. Diluvian Primordial is really good in like a mill deck where you're like milling your opponents and then using their graveyard against them. That's where I'm like, Diluvian Primordial is a little heat in that instance, but we're not in that instance. Is Ghostway still like very expensive? It's like $2. Can we make room for Ghostway? Because this card's broken. The fact that it brings it back on the end step means you dodge board wipes. It's like the perfect like protection spell. We'd have to like cut Ghostly Flicker. But we have Displace. Can we run Perplex? Is Perplex cheap? Nope. Angel of Ruins. Yeah. Angel of the Ruins sounds good. It's very cheap. Brings us to basically $30 flat. And then it like entombs itself. Are basics being fractured in? No, they don't get counted in Moxfield. And if you are in a play group like, oh, let's do a $30 budget challenge, guys. By the way, basics count towards your price. I think you're playing with psychopaths. That's not what anyone means ever when they say like $30 budget. I think Dunes of the Dead is too cute. I don't think we should be running. I think we're on too many colorless lands. Like, I already cut the one other one as well. I think instead, let's just do like a crime desert. Cactus Preserve's too expensive. Does new Sig here have a home here? Probably not. Like Lonely Arroyo. Naga Fleshcrafter is a funny card I like. Yeah, we're getting to the point where it's like all side grades. I think we've got this deck there. You know what I mean? Like, let's play test it one more time. Draw. Tap land, go. Next turn. Tap land, go. Next turn, Swamp. 1, 2, 3. Doom, Necromancer. Next turn, Command Tower. 1, 2, 3. Frantic Search. Draw 2 cards. Discard a card. Discard a card. 1, 2, 3. Pass. Black. Bring back Magister Sphinx. Flicker it. 2 opponents have been set to 5 life now. Kamis. Can't be blocked this turn, it connives. One, two. A Cursed Marauder in response to its ETB. Deal 3 damage to your thingy. Swing, swing. This can't be blocked this turn. Right, Kamis can do. A target attacking creature, yeah. So we can connive with Kamis. Magister Sphinx has killed 1 player now. Like, okay, this feels pretty decent. I think my one complaint would be like, let's run Painful Truths as like a, just, you know, stock up kind of refill card. It's pretty cheap to run. And then we just get to cut like a card of some sort, probably Talion's Messenger. Like one of the more expensive looters. If we can cut a card that's $1 here, we can add Ghostly Flicker back in. The only question is which card worth $1 do we want to cut? Like Archpriest of Shadows, I think, is very good for this deck. Sand Scout's very good for this deck. Do we have any lands that are over $1? Like Sunken Hollow. I think this should be Fact or Fiction, the Drawn from Dreams. Maybe instead of no, that one's good. Instead of Woe Strider, we can do Atris, Oracle of Half-Truths. Now we just need to remove a 60-cent card, and we're kind of there. Faithful Mending is really strong, but we already have a discard outlet in the command zone. So what if instead of that discard outlet, we get to run Ghostly Flicker? What are we getting with Micromancer? We cut Ephemerate. So Jake. Behold, hide on the ceiling. Behold, Getaway Glamour. Mizium Skin. Okay. This is super keepable. Draw. Riverlet. Chef Dunes. Evie Fry. Draw 2 cards. We miss our land drop and explode. That's just unfortunate. That's like literally not even the deck's fault. 39, 30, or 40 if you want to count Angel of the Ruins, which I do. If we had Angel of the Ruins in that hand, we'd have land drop number 3. I don't think I like Viscerus here. Starfield Shepherd getting Grand. What's another 1-drop we can run? Like, Selfless Savior? Like, that feels like a good 1-drop. Land. Land pass. Malcolm. Azorius Chancery. Bounce Swamp. Gran. Attack you with Malcolm. Draw, discard. One, two, three, four. Camise. This creature can't be blocked and connives. This one gets double strike. So we draw a card, discard a card, draw a card, discard a card, and then we draw a card and discard a card. Next turn. 1, 2, 3. Obsessive Stitcher. Swing, draw, discard, draw, discard. Practice for an is land. Let's Ancestral Recall. Okay, there's Magister Sphinx. So let's do that. Hooray. So you're able to victimize here and then smile. Well, you can't victimize. There's not a second target. So you do a setup turn where you discard the Magister Sphinx. You buried alive for good reanimation targets. And then next turn you get to victimize, which is turn 7. So that feels pretty good. Yeah, because Cloud of Fairies is mid. If you don't play Bounce Land during a game, it's just like nothing. Flickering it is a little bit more interesting because it does give you a little mana rebate. So maybe Cloud of Fairies is worth it. $0.28. Yeah, sure. Probably cut Archfiend. It feels too incremental. Rafine is no shot in budget. Fucking $3? Yeah, what are we? At worst, you cycle it. 2 mana cycling is not free. Unless it's like land in a slow deck, in which case it's kind of free. But 2 mana to get a new card is a lot. I think it's good to go. Oh my gosh, it's Guthrie time. I am making proxies for my D&D character for fun. Yeah, sure. I felt like Nico mechanically fit the vibe pretty well. Plus, Blink is an archetype I've been interested in because it looks fun. This new archetype, though. Okay. So the idea is, okay, I love Mirror Form in this deck, by the way. So, okay. Deck must remain $300 or below. Except for, like, Thassa's Oracle. Like, the expensive cards in here you kind of already have. Okay. I want to keep 20 Toad. Because they're funny. Okay. I've not made a Blink deck before, and there's a lot of complexities to Nico. Yeah, the enchantment fall is really interesting. Okay, my first thought is... My first thought is like, do we have the stupid Skybind? And we do. Skybind is in the deck. My second question is, what the hell does Mystic Reflection say? Creatures or planeswalkers enter. So it's not tokens. I don't like the Sky Hunter Strike Force. Number of attacking artifact creatures. Oh, I see. You make all your shards into it, and then you explode them. Sky Hunter is probably better than this, actually. I don't like the mirror here. Ornithopter makes sense. The mirror I'm not as big of a fan about. Yeah, it's pretty good. So, we have a lot of wizards we like. Do we know what we're doing about that? This seems a little slow. It's funny, but I think it's slow. I like Dream Trawler in that slot a lot more, for instance. Just Guitar Winder's stupid. So, we have a lot of wizards we like. We're going to run step through. Is the idea, I think. Wizard cycling for 2 get Beguiler Wills. Smile. That also allows us to run Archaeomancer. I don't think we need to go that hard on the spells. Like, normally I'd add Spell Seeker and stuff, but, like, what are we spell seeking for? Like, Spectral Restitching is good. That's, like, it, right? Like, I'm not a big fan of Essence Flux. I don't like any of the one-off flicker spells like Cloud Shift or anything like that. Ephemerate I like. So, like, yeah, maybe we do add, like, Spell Seeker. But, like, we stop here. No more. No more. FM Swords. Like, Ephemerate's already in. Swords is already in. Parting Gust is already in. Like, yeah, like, we already have all this, Royster. Everything's already in. So I think we're done just talking about it. Enduring Curiosity makes sense. And you have Curiosity Crafter as well. Like, I'm just naming good spell seeker targets. I see, yeah, but they're all already in the deck, you know. 36 is too few lands, so I guess we can work on that. Mostly with Kabira. Takedown. The Lundy. Vision. Sort. Let's do like Lorien. Lorien revealed. Draw. Prairie Stream. Is there Reliquary Tower in this deck? I saw the Thought Vessel. The Thought Vessel at least ramps you. I just don't like colorless lands that much, and it's not that big of a deal to have maximum hand size. Like, I don't even know if I like Bender's Waterskin or Decanter here. Or Patriarchs. Like, these are funnier. Like, Omen Hawker's already in. We have the Enigma Jewel. Let's run Pit Automaton. Patriarchs untaps Nico, right? Why are we untapping Nico? Okay, we flicker the first thing. All of our shards become copies of that thing. Awesome. Great. We now no longer control shards for the second flicker. So why are we flickering a second thing? It's 3 mana to flicker a creature. That's a horrific rate. Commander with tap ability. We need Patriarch Seal. Like, no, we don't. We're fine. That all being said, what should we be running? For each other attacking We already have Hero Blade Hold, which is broken. Battle Cry. Okay, never mind. This is a bad idea. If only Adeline was a legendary. Yeah, attack damage or attacking triggers or damage triggers are what we want. What about like Mist Blade? Not Mist Blade. Naga. Mist Syndicate Naga. You make a token copy of it. Null Drifter pretty decent. Yeah, Null Drifter's insane. Signal Pest. I would like Signal Pest more if there's an Urza Saga in the deck, but there isn't. I left Null Drifter out on purpose. Sure, yeah. Why is Null Drifter good here? Why is like 4 Annihilator 1 4/4s good? Huh? Why is it bad? Yeah, you don't like get the draw flicker. You get 4/1. You get 4/4/4 flying Annihilator 1s though. Riptide Gearhulk. It doesn't have an attack trigger, does it? Yeah, like turn 4 is Nico, turn 5 is Flicker It with Nico, and then you get 2 4/4s that kill you. Fear of Sleep Paralysis? Yeah, that one's really good. Not only does it work on the enchantment ETB part, but it's also just like a Frost Titan. Or another enchantment you control enters. Oh, it doesn't attack and work, but it's still like fine. I'm concerned of how much of a target removal target Nico is, though. Well, you have like a bunch of flicker spells which are removal or which are protection spells. Just never, ever, ever tap out. Sun Titan, we don't fill up the graveyard enough. Sure, just hoping we had enough. Like if we're really worried, like you already have Shizuri Shelter in the deck. I would maybe run like God, I don't know, probably Touch the Spirit Realm, which is already in the deck. Okay, great. Like, this is already fine. Nico is a kill on sight. It depends on what you're doing. Like, I would call this kill on sight, the deck, for sure. Like, if we really want to, we could add Cloud Shift back. And then that's just the... I can do, like, Momentary Blink. Yeah, I think I like Momentary Blink more. It costs 1 more mana, but the fact that you're able to, like, just flash... Oh, okay, we already have Momentary Blink on blind. Cloud Shift it is, then. So we go. Play test. I'm not going to keep a Soul Ring hand, so let's just do that. Okay, so... Plains. Next turn. Plains. 1, 2. Or 1. Enigma Jewel. Next turn. Ooh, Spellseeker. Let's Spellseek. Let's just get Ephemerate. Ephemerate's always the right option. Hollowed Fountain. Ephemerate. After warping. No, let's Ephemerate our Starfield Vocalist. After warping. And then next turn, Flicker Spellseeker. Get Hide on the Ceiling. Getaway Glamour. Peregrine Drake, we're not that kind of Flicker deck. And then now we get to go, instead of getting Spectral Restitching, is there a draw spell? Draw. No. Bummer. I guess we just pass here. Because I really don't want to tap out for Nico. But we can't go like spectral restitching these two. Spellseeker trigger. Ugh. Okay, we need more lands. So what are we cutting for more land? Maybe get rid of the Signet. Burn to Mist. Time Twist. Like, I think maybe we just have too much Flicker. Phyrexian Dreadnought. It's just not worth the mana. Like, or it's not worth the money. Like, that's a, like, almost $300 card now. Maybe, like, 150 if you get it damaged. No way. Razorgrass Ambush. Glasspool Mimic. Suppression Ray. There we go. Guard. Draw. Mystic Sanctuary tapped. Island. Talisman. Thinking is stupid. Play. Dowerport Mage. Negate your spell. Command Tower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap not like an idiot. Nico. Add token. Shard. You try to kill on site Nico. I go Cloud Shift. On Nico. Blank your kill spell. Draw a card off Dowerport Mage. Get 2 shard tokens. Next turn. Plains. You now go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20 Toad. Flicker 20 Toad. Dink, 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 dink. All of these get a +1/+1 counter. All of these. Oh no, all of them get multiple +1/+1 counters. Right. Oh no. They each get one. You draw multiple cards though. Next turn. Like if you untap here, you kind of just win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's Beguiler of Wills. Here's Soul Ring. Here's Nico flickering my Beguiler of Wills. Beguiler Will. Like, whoa. Whoa. Would also draw from Dowerport. Yeah. But like, we see that the deck work. Enters or leaves. Yeah, Candlekeep Sage draws a billion cards. I've played in an OG before. Speaking of OG, probably would not be the worst card in the deck, but it's probably fine. Great. Next up is pink. Oh yeah, no, it was mostly there, I think. We have pink. It does not appear we have pink here. Overlords, like, they're all fine inclusions for sure. I just think they're not worth the money that they're worth, you know? Because I will be present at the stream pink. We don't have pink here, right? Not right now. Hang on, I'm not seeing YouTube chat, I think. So maybe they're in YouTube chat. No, I'm connected 2 out of 2. Someone in YouTube type anything. Yeah, I'm not getting YouTube chat. Weird. Because I see you on YouTube, but I don't see you in my YouTube broadcaster. Or maybe I just need to restart my... chat. Why do I have a... Why is it not synced? 0 monitor to broadcast. I'm sorry, YouTube. I don't know why I'm not seeing you. So sorry, Hindmunter is here. Yeah, so we can do Hindmunter. We don't have pink. Oh no, Lord Maximum Pink, I'm here. I see. There's a lot of delay for me. Okay, so we'll do both of your decks back to back. Great. And then we'll be done. Wow. So, this is a version of my Indominus Rex alpha deck that I have not play tested yet. This used to be a Voltron deck, but I got bored of her sticking to the board thing. So I got bored of her sticking to the board being vital. So I'm trying to widen my game plan to a reanimator strategy. I want to be able to really grind the game out and use Indomitable as a beat stick that draws me cards while filling my graveyard as she ETBs. The only restriction is no reserve list cards. I've never built a deck like this, so I feel a bit stuck. Okay. Discard any number of creature cards. I see. So you like discard like stuff with a bunch of keywords and also like actual scary threats. Like if you're doing Reanimator, you need Valgavoth. It's just non-negotiable at this point. I think I'd rather this be Will of the Abzan. This is also a Spellseeker deck. Why Spellseeker? So the joke is that with Reanimate, Spellseeker is just like 4 mana reanimate something. Also, with Animate Dead, you want Muddle the Mixture. That's 5 mana reanimate something, right? It's a counter spell on the floor, but then it's also an Animate Dead. Very good. Necromancy. Like, you just need it. There's no excuse. Rampant Growth probably goes. Cultivate Kodama's Reach I like. Threats Undetected I think I hate. Rescue from the Underworld feels a bit expensive. Like, we literally added 2 reanimates to this deck. 3. By adding Spellseeker and Muddle. Exhume. I don't like Exhume. It's just such a bad late game card. Okay. Let's play test this thing. Draw. Land. Next turn. Island 1/2. Poison Dart Frog. Type Forest. We don't have a Surveil land, which I think is wrong, but... One, two, three, four, 5. Reach, Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink, Indestructible. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 keywords. Draw a card for each counter on it. 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 4. There's 5. Turn 4. Here's Soul Ring. Next turn. Command Tower. So then we can go 1, 2. Animate Dead. Metamorphosis Fanatic. Metamorphosis Fanatic brings back Stonehoof Chieftain with a lifelink counter. Swing with our a billion. Or like our stupid monster of hate here. Pass. Go bink, 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 bink. Gifts Ungiven. Valgavoth Terror Eater. Necromancy. Will of the Abzan. Reanimate. Okay, I present you with these. You probably put Necromancy Valgavoth in my hand. These two go to graveyard. Like, this is where I'm like, Planar Incision's like so good with this. Where you can just like flicker it every turn. Dink, dink. Planar Incision this. You get a Flying Lifelink Indominus Rex. Also First Strike Death Touch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also enters with a counter on it. So you draw another card. 1, 2, 3. Necromancy Valgavoth. Like this is turn 6. Can Spellseeker get Living End? Yes. How are we casting it from there? Are you suspending Living End? I would like one Brainstorm in the deck. I would rather kill myself than suspend Living End. Type 1 in chat if you agree. What the fuck? Why did it stop working? Am I on like headphone mic? Or is it normal again? It's back now. I don't know why my microphone's breaking. Legitimately. I've never had this issue before. Anyway, I think this is good to go. Like, I'm failing to see how this deck sucks. Like, it just doesn't, right? This deck's broken. Maybe instead of Morbius, you do like Nighthawk Scavenger. Alter the Wretched. That's the thing, like you kill something, right? Yeah. Sure. That sounds like fun. Probably run it over. Nah, Ronus is pretty good. Transdimensional Bovine's pretty good. Defender. Okay, it doesn't steal Defender, luckily. Vigilance Retrample. That sounds kind of bad. Vigilance Retrample is, like, pretty good. Corsi Revenant's better? Yeah, you're right. We should put Corsi Revenant in this deck. I didn't think about that. All right. Next up, we have Hindmunter. This is an Is It Big Spells deck with Tala. Pretty good Sage. No, he's great. Come on. I made it on the whim after opening Ashling Rekindled. Based. I love Ashling Rekindled. Honestly, can we just make this the commander? Really fell in love with it after bouncing off every Is It list I put together. Deck is really simple. Remy's hard as possible, trying to stick to Law with mana up to stop removal, play high cost non-creature spells to get way better draw 2 tacked on, and finish off the table with a giant X-Bus burn spell. I mean, Talaw's better for the X cost, I guess. But, like, if you built the deck because you love Ashling, then, like, maybe Ashling should be the commander and Tala should be in the 99. Also, 39 lands is way too low, unless we're, like, all cantripped up, which we're not. Is there going to be a link posted for the new deck? Did I not post one for Indominus Rex? I'm very bad at doing this today. I think Gilded Lotus is a little too cute. A little too slow. Like, Eternity Elevator is also a little too slow. At least Pyromancer, like, copies. Here's the fun thing if we put Ashling in the command zone. This is something fun you get to do with Ashling in the command zone. Are you ready? Like, you just free up so much space. The only thing is that she doesn't help you cast Crackle with Power, right? Why is Dig there but not Treasure Cruise? So I don't know if you know this, Refa, but the more Delve cards you have in the deck, the worse they are. So is this like a Brazella situation where opponents can't cast spells with mana value like 3 or greater, but you can X spell greater than that if you wanted to? Like, if you X is 7 Crackle with Power, Ashling can help pay. Because that spell is, even though this is not cheap, or even though this is cheap, actually casting the card isn't. I think that's correct, what I just said. Also, Swarm Intelligence sucks. 7 mana. Get real. So, maybe Shark Typhoon out too? No. Source? Dragamort? Or are you just like saying no on a whim? Monk token with prowess. Too slow. No, like, both of those are just too slow. They want me to cast a lot of small spells. We're going to actually instead cast a bunch of big spells. Like, I don't like Young Pyromancer or Iconoclast in this deck. We're not storming. We're not storming. We're casting one big spell every turn. Radstorm for the lulz. What are we radstorming? If you're saying that Ashling's mana can cast an X spell like Crackle with Power, then it's a no because the mana value's 2. I think you're wrong, though, because here's how Brazella works. Brazella says your opponents can't cast spells with mana value 3 or less, but if you X a card above 3, you can cast it. No, you can't. I check rules. Yeah, how Brazella works with it, with like X spells, like if you have a Hydra that's 1 mana with an X, you can cast it through Brazella. I think it's the same kind of thing then here, where like you can X spell this one. Because it's checking it like on the stack or something weird. Like the mana value of the spell is not set until you're casting it. Then I have to change my entire Ashling deck. Godspeed. Okay, I don't like Nano Gene Conversion now because we cut a lot of the token producers. So with that being said, let's add some big spells to this deck. Mnemonic Deluge comes to mind. I can never spell this word. Mnemonic Deluge. Exile target instant or sorcery card from a graveyard. Copy that card 3 times. You may cast the spells without paying their mana costs. Brainstorm. Why Brainstorm? Ash Barrens for shuffle. Bonfire of the Damned. Little miracle action. Temporal Mastery is a giant spell. Gear Hulk. This is a combustible Gear Hulk kind of deck. Rite of Replication, which is really funny with combustible Gear Hulk, right? Gonna draw a lot of cards off that. Mizzix's Mastery. Yeah, Mizzix's. Enter the Infinite, less so. Like, that's a card that, like, if you build it right, it's win the game. If you don't build it right, then it just sucks really bad. Here's a good card. Cursed Recording. I'll let that one sink in for y'all, chat. This is legitimately going to be the best card in the deck. Deep Analysis can be discarded turn 2 and then flashback to the mana turn 3. That one doesn't work. It's always mana value 2, Deep Analysis. This one is always... Oh, no, you're right. I'm stupid. Yay. I thought it was the other way around. I don't know why. World Fire. No. I wouldn't add World Fire unless we break the parody of it. I don't even know if I like Electro. Electro feels more like a Storm card. We don't have a Wizard in the command zone anymore. Okay. Mana value is equal to or greater than 6. Type sorcery. Sort USD. Incite Rebellion really quickly. It Rakdos charms everyone and all their creatures. Expropriate would be so good. I just hate that card. What's the one with Cascade? Cascade. Call forth the Tempest. Time stretch is good, yeah, but that's like chaining extra turns, which gets a little bit iffy. You know what's going to be really good for this deck when it comes out? Rutha. Like, not out yet, but shout out Rutha for being... Is it Vial Smasher? It's one card. Yes, it's one card. Taking 2 extra turns in a row is like a little much. I take 2 extra turns. Oh, I find Temporal Mastery. Time to take a 3rd extra turn. Mnemonic Deluge, the time stretch, takes 6 extra turns. We're not doing that, Royster. We're not doing it. It's just 1 extra turn. Like, we have 1 extra turn spell. It's Temporal Mastery. Next. Archaeomancer and Ardent Elementalist are both CMC4. Nice! We play Ashling, we discard a giant spell, we then flip her, and then now we're back where we started on turn 3. Like, I'm not a big fan. Discontinuity. Discontinuity is funny. Ignite the Future? Yeah, I see it. This is a Ignite the Future deck. Throes of Chaos? I don't know. Throws would suck in this deck. No way. Throes of Chaos. Oh, Crackle with power. Fuck you. Like, nah, we're not doing that. That doesn't feel that good. Itali for free things off the top. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel correct. Mana value. Whenever you cast your first instant resource spell each turn, you may cast a spell with lesser mana value that shares a card type with it from your hand without paying its mana cost. That's not bad. Reveal cards on the top of your library until you reveal a non-land card. Brainstorm Spellseeker. We have a couple ways to do manipulation with that. No, Blackjack would be really bad in this deck. I like the Aminatu's Augury more. Like, I'd rather add Aminatu's Augury than that one. Soulfire Eruption. Lorien. Sardian. Let's do Elminster's. No. I don't like instants that much. You already have Mistrise Village. Fireball? No. I was thinking Elminster Simulacrum, but I don't think it's right. Clone Legion. Clone Legion's a good one. Now a Archaeomancer is probably worthwhile for Clone Legion. And we have Pinnacle Monk already. Yeah, maybe just Pinnacle Monk's fine. I don't like Stormkiller Artist here, actually. Ultimate Magic Meteor. Experimental Overload. I cannot spell. Yeah, this card doesn't exist. I know, I just misspelled it. I've added an extra E. I don't like this card. X is the number of instances of sorceries are graveyard. Like, we're not going to have that many in the graveyard, I feel. Spell Twine. Sure. That's fun. Reckless Endeavor. I like Reckless Endeavor. Because Reckless Endeavor is a, it's a board wipe that you don't mind wiping Ashling to. Right? Because it makes you all your mana back. So you can just recast Ashling right away, or just bank it for a big spell, right? That's why I like it in Cormella. Draw. Mountain. Skull Clamp, which I don't like anymore in the deck because we cut all the 1/1 makers because we're not storming once again. We're casting one big spell, which is why Rutha would be very good. So I guess we can do a Lania. I kind of want to like add like another 9 drop. Do you get Resto's already in? You just like blatantly thieveried everyone. Let's do Arcane Endeavor. I don't like Insurrection. Drop. Island Soul Ring Lul. Next turn. Scalding Tarn. Steam Vents. One, two, Ashling. You may discard a card. Aminatu's Augury. If you do, draw a card. Great. Next turn. Pay a blue mana. Flip Ashling. Make 2 mana. Make 2 mana. Mizzix's Mastery. Aminatu's Augury. After doing this, so now we get a treasure token. And we get another treasure token. Oh, wait, no, we only get one because 4 mana was spent to cast Mizzix's Mastery. But anyway, top 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to cast Tala. Command Towers are land into play. Instant, Dig Through Time, Sorcery, Soulfire Eruption. Rest on the bottom in random order. So now, if 4 more mana, we're not breaking Tala here. We just get heroes. So we're going to resolve Dig Through Time first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's get Veyron, Inner Fire. And then choose any number of targets, each opponent and all their creatures. So let's say 3 per opponent. So opponent takes 7, creature takes 0, creature takes 8. Opponent takes 4, creature takes 6, creature takes 2. Opponent takes 2, 4, 4. And we can cast these until the end of our next turn. Yeah, until the end of our next turn. Great. Seems like a pretty good turn 3. Mountain is land for turn. Make 2 more mana off Ashling. Let's make 2 blue. And then we get to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Call forth the Tempest. Cascade, Cascade. So there's a cast trigger here. But the Cascades are also cast triggers. So we can actually stack a bunch of Tala triggers if we cascade into good spells, like Narset's Reversal. And then Mana Drain, I guess. So we can not Mana Drain. But Narset's Reversal on our own spell is also bad. Let's not do that. So anyway, Cascade fails. I guess we counter our own spell to just get the cast triggers. So that's 4 mana this turn. Does 8 damage to each opponent. We also draw 2 cards. Great. Does Lashling really want Leyline if her mana is only main phase? No, you're right. That's from the old deck when Tala was in the command zone. Like, has this deck not been feeling better with Ashling in the command zone? By the way, I think Sunken Palace is the correct addition to this deck. Narset's Reversal allows you to reuse it. Yeah, but you don't get the board clear then. But anyway, Sunken Palace is the correct choice of new card to add. It's card advantage. Yes, Roysterer. It's card advantage to bounce my own spell back to my hand. Of course, yes. I agree. However, you might be in a world where you need Mizzium Mortars. In which case, this being Mizzium Mortars is more important than the card advantage. Either way, the playtest was done. We missed that turn and it felt pretty bad. But that's fine, because the earlier turns were more broken. Okay, I don't like White Lotus tile. I don't even know if I like the Regalia. Like, I think Solemn Simulacrum is actually not bad. This is a deck where Solemn Simulacrum cooks, and you know what else cooks? Scampering Surveyor. And do you know why Scampering Surveyor is super good? Because we just added a cave, Sunken Palace, that it can tutor for, which can copy your spells in the late game. Yes, Super Gub, Royster. I understand. I'm saying it's dog shit. I'm saying that turn was bad even if we bounced the spell back to our hand. It's nice that we get the rebuy. The playtest was done, though. Thank you for, for trying to contribute to the play patterns, but, like, legitimately, like, that playtest was done and over. Deal another hand. Playtest. Hooray. Draw. Tapped. Next turn. Island. Ashling. Discard. Bonfire. Next turn. Flip this. Ignite the future. Until our next turn we can play these. Add 2 more mana. Mana Geyser. Forgot to draw off Ashling. I don't care. I don't care. I'm evil. One, two, step through. I don't think Archmage Emeritus is for this deck anymore. Like, maybe cut these 3. Spellseeker gets... Crackle. Yeah, no, Spellseeker's actually good. But I don't think I like Archmage Emeritus anymore. So 2 additions. Let's do Rate of Fire out. Because once again, we're not instant speeding anymore. Are there any other cards like Mystics' Mastery where, like, if you have a big thing in your graveyard, you're just kind of happy? Mystics' Mastery is definitely the best card in the deck. Oh, once again, Expropriate would be so good for this deck. Surge to Victory. Sadly, we don't go wide enough for Surge. But I get what you mean. Because let's see, you have 4 mana on turn 3. Next turn, you get 2 more mana. And then you play your land drop. So 6 is the correct. Yeah, Volcanic Vision I like. Buy back a spell and then explode your board. Immolating Gyre might not be the worst, but probably not the best either. Will the Teamer looks very good. Each player other than target player creates a right. Ooh. Funny. What is the spell? What? Create an ogre token. Starting with you, each player chooses an artifact, a creature, and a land from among the players controlled by the player to the left. Destroy each permanent chosen this way. Holy shit. This would be fun Intuitive Giant. Bribery? Yeah, bribery. I like the bribery suggestion. Let's play test. Draw. Nah, let's mulligan this one. Alright, this is keepable. Draw. Stormcarp Coast. Oh my god, it's a miracle. Emperor Palamecia. Emperor Palamecia is a little awkward. Because now we go Ashling, discard, Bonfire, draw a card. Next turn, blue, flip Ashling. We now have 2 mana floating. 5, 6. So we have enough mana now to cast a 6-drop. Or we can just go Comet Storm. Or not Comet Storm, sorry. Ignite the Future. 1, 2, 3. We can play those until the end of our next turn. Yeah, so we're able to go muddle the mixture your thing. Next turn. Play Path of Ancestry. We do see what we get to draw first, so turn Ashling back over. Oop, we get to discard. Discard Aminatu's Augury. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put another counter here because we're Mizzix's Mastering the Aminatus. This is just permanently exiled. We're going to look at the top 8. 5, 6. Okay, we're going to go. Creature is Hermes. Artifact is Pyromancer's Goggles. Soulfire Eruption's the sorcery. Seething Song is the instant. Land is the mountain. These go on the bottom. So Soulfire Eruption, each opponent, and their creatures. Let's say they have the same amount of creatures as us. So 1 damage to opponent, 4 to your creature, 2 to your other creature, 2 to your other creature. 8 damage to you, 1 damage to your creature, 0 damage to your creature, 4 damage to your creature. 5 damage to you, 0 damage to your creature, 4 damage to your creature, 3 damage to your creature. Also, Hermes is a token generator. Do we just drop him? Yeah, probably. Alright, anyway. Red mana floating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. X is 4. Jaya's Immolating Inferno. Deal 12 damage to each opponent. Or 8 damage to each opponent because we copy it. Okay, yeah, so Hermes should go. Would Arcane Bombardment be something? Maybe. Yeah, you know what? I like it. I like it. Let's do Arcane Bombardment. I think it is good enough. Although Double Vision would probably be just as good. What I like about Double Vision and what I like about Sunken Palace is that on the surface, they just look like win more cards, but they do give you insulation against counter magic. Because you cast your big Soulfire Eruption, you get a copy of it. Someone goes Counterspell, they can only hit 1. Unless it's like Whirlwind Denial, I guess. But you know what I mean. Like, the fact that you're copying the spells is like, it's win more, but what helps is the fact that you're able to avoid like single target counter magic a little bit by running these copiers. There's a Leyline that copies instants and sorceries too. I guess, but this is fine. If you're running Bombardment, you definitely should run Discontinuity in your dreams. And besides, I'm not going to put it in. All right. I think that does it for this deck. I think we're good. Turnabout might not be actually that good here. I also don't know if I like Rewind anymore, just because like we are moving more cheaper. So like an offer you can't refuse, right? Cheaper counter magic that you're able to just like point at anything while also tapping out for your big sorcery. Like 8 mana, your 9th mana can go to an offer you can't refuse to stop a counter spell. That's fine. So I think this is set. Thank you for getting a deck review. So I think YouTube, that does it for us. Thank you for stopping by. Read the description. I mean, they're sold out until next week, but Tuesday there'll be a stream as well, as always. And the slots will refresh on Tuesday at around noon. So thank you, YouTube, for stopping by.